Imagine trying to sell Elvis Presley's iconic Graceland out from under his family's nose. It's not just audacious, it's criminal. And that's exactly what one woman attempted to do, landing her in federal prison for over 4 years. But here's where it gets even more shocking. She claimed Elvis's daughter had pledged the estate as collateral for a multi-million-dollar loan before her death. Sound far-fetched? It is. And it's also fraud. In a case that left many scratching their heads, Lisa Janine Finley, a 54-year-old from Kimberling City, Missouri, was sentenced by U.S. District Judge John T. Fowles, Jr. to 4 years and 9 months in prison, followed by 3 years of probation. Findley had pleaded guilty to mail fraud in February, admitting her role in a scheme that sought to auction off Graceland, the legendary home-turned-museum that attracts hundreds of thousands of visitors annually. What's even more baffling is how she tried to pull it off, by impersonating multiple individuals, fabricating loan documents, and publishing a fraudulent foreclosure notice in a Memphis newspaper. But this is the part most people miss. Findley didn't just stop at creating a fake lender. She went as far as claiming that Lisa Marie Presley, Elvis's daughter, had borrowed $3.8 million from this bogus entity and used Graceland as collateral before her death in January 2023. When the Presley family didn't pay a $2.85 million settlement, Findley threatened to sell the estate to the highest bidder. The scheme unraveled when Elvis's granddaughter, actor Riley Keough, filed a lawsuit alleging fraud, prompting a judge to halt the auction. Here's where it gets controversial. While Findley's actions were undeniably fraudulent, her defense attorney argued that the Presley estate suffered no financial loss and that the scheme wasn't as sophisticated as prosecutors claimed. Judge Fowles, however, called it a travesty of justice had the sale gone through, emphasizing the scheme's complexity. But is it fair to downplay the sophistication of a fraud that targeted one of America's most cherished cultural landmarks? And what does this say about the vulnerabilities in our legal and financial systems? Experts were stunned by the audacity of the attempt, noting that the names, emails, and documents used were quickly flagged as phony. Yet, Findley went to great lengths to cover her tracks, even trying to blame a Nigerian identity theft ring after her scheme fell apart. This raises another question. How common are such elaborate scams, and how can we better protect iconic properties and families from falling victim? Graceland, a 13-acre estate, has been a symbol of Elvis's legacy since it opened to the public in 1982. Its attempted sale not only threatened a cultural treasure, but also highlighted the lengths some will go to for financial gain. As Findley begins her prison sentence, the case serves as a stark reminder of the importance of vigilance in safeguarding history and the consequences of trying to exploit it. What do you think? Was this scheme as sophisticated as the judge claimed, or was it a clumsy attempt that got out of hand? And how can we better protect iconic properties from fraud? Share your thoughts in the comments. This is one conversation you won't want to miss.